I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go into Village, Facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch.
Buy merch indeed, it shall lead them.
Sevendust Stream here. He is the DJ. He is the one that is telling us what songs we're going to listen to.
Yes,
what
sirree, Robert. Yes, sirree,
The
Bob.
next song on our list is Anacrusis. Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm.
Yes.
Okay, this should be interesting. I guessed that they were going to be a black metal band. You guess what they're going to be.
I mean, it looks black metal to me, but you know, just to throw some, I'm going to say punk. It definitely looks like
punk.
Yes, but I'm just throwing something random just to make
Hold on,
some.
let me
some
see
difference.
here. Let me see here. Anacrusis. What'd you say it was? Sound the alarm.
Yeah. Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm. Although Sound the Alarm doesn't sound like a black metal kind of song title, but we shall.
Prophets.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
Screaming breath.
All right, ready? Anacrusis, Sound the Alarm. Let's go. Unbelievable. I love that.
Give me the year. That song as well.
What an interesting song. Very interesting.
You know what I love most about this song?
What? That it was black metal?
You have to guess.
I just did.
No, it wasn't black metal.
So what does that mean?
The guy's voice.
Ruh.
I loved the guy's voice.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. I just loved his voice. I love the way it sounded. I don't know how to explain it. People were saying it sounded like 90s prog. I don't really know what 90s prog sounds like.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either.
All I knew about the 90s was what's that band? Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
And no, Smashing Pumpkins. That Tonight song, that was in the 90s, and that was like that song was like really really big. And I pretended not to like it.
Why?
All the white boys liked it. I was in Florida.
Oh.
But I love that song. It's like one of the greatest songs of all time. Damn. I really, really love this guy's voice so much. Lyrically, he's also a badass. And sonically, you know that, hey, Seven, we'll talk offline later about music when you can, because it's like 1 o'clock tonight. So this is like the afternoon, early afternoon for me. So maybe tomorrow, inshallah. But what was that? Does anybody know that setting at the beginning of?
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I love that sound. I had this. I think it was Digitech distortion pedal back in the day. Hold on, I'm gonna play it again. This part right here, guys. I love that setting. Okay, so anyway, anybody can get me that would be cool to know, because I would do a lot. Maybe it would create like a retro sound or something like that. But I really really like that part of it. Okay, so I loved the guy's voice lyrically. So that's why I asked you for the date, because this was 1993.
Yeah.
But it's like it could have been written today. And I always, the flanger, that's what it is. That freaking sound. Okay, I got to get with, remind me. Okay. So now we're dealing with the lyrics. So go ahead. What did you think the song was about? Shout out to Kills. That's an interesting have a great night, Kills. That was really inspiring that you bounced back from that suicide attempt, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
That's inspiring as hell. So keep it going, bro. Keep it going. Okay. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Lie to me honestly.
Yeah, it's a good line.
Just where the actions meet the words. You just sound the alarm. Racing pulse and boiling blood at fever pitch. Another finger-pointing mob with stones to throw. But if it truly mattered and you truly cared, you would be altogether different. Let the sirens scream. What did you think the sirens were?
Well, I just think that's an emergency, and the theme of the song is sound the alarm. So it's an emergency, right? And so, if it truly mattered, if you truly care, it would be altogether different. Let the sirens scream. So he's saying, you guys are coming out on I'm assuming it's about the media. You guys are coming out on TV. Oh, it's the end of the world. But you don't really care about any of this shit. It's like AOC. She had her little photo op with the kids because Trump was doing it. Then Corey was like, people keep saying that this isn't our country, but this is our country. This is what we do. And then Biden did the same thing. Corey was completely mute. AOC didn't have any more photo ops. This was like the biggest thing to me in 2020 that would infuriate me. Because everything that these people were saying about Trump, I knew that when Biden did it, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Right. Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that got me. These people do not care. And you remember that time we did the middle of
What was it?
We did the middle America thing where Trump said, "Who wants to live in this fucking?" It was Baltimore.
Oh, yes.
It was Baltimore, and the place was overrun with rats and roaches.
Yeah, and the guy
And Trump said, "Nobody wants to live here in these conditions. Nobody wants to live here in these fucking conditions, right?"
Yes.
And remember the guy, the black dude?
Yeah, he came on and he was like, basically like, how dare Trump say that?
Yeah, he got all emotional.
He got all emotional.
He started crying.
That's where I used to live.
He said, "I used to live there."
And we're like, yeah.
It's like, nigga, you used to
you
live
left.
there. Yeah, you left, bro.
So Trump is right.
So he's right. Because what is Trump supposed to say? Oh, black people love living in squalor and roaches and shit. Like, it's mind-boggling to me. It's crazy. And it's really funny
Apparently
because...
they do have a massive rat problem in that city.
I don't know if you've ever been around, like, rats, but they're friggin' nasty as fuck. We had them at the bottom of that building, and they will literally not, like, they will chew right through walls and everything, and, like, and they'll... Poop will be all over the place. Oh, it was so disgusting. Oh, it was so gross.
Yeah, but...
And they're so big and noisy.
Yeah.
When they're gnawing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just and the way the thing, okay, I'll tell you what, the thing that frustrated me all of last year wasn't so much the media, but how we were all getting tricked by them.
Yeah.
I was like, do you honestly believe that these people care about what you're talking about? You don't think that this is about a power grab? Either way. You know, they selected what's and Biden. You know, is this whole narrative about racism in America last year?
Yeah.
As if, you know, and then so then Biden gets up there and he selects Kamala, whatever the fuck her name is. And like that's gonna undo all the fucking damage that Biden did. And then as soon as he gets into office, what does he do? He appoints Kamala as the border czar. Because he knew there was no way that problem was going to be solved. And I know there's a bunch of people that are going to get called, oh, he's saying, oh, Trump. Like, you're not getting it.
No.
These people are using the media and our gullibility and our collective stupidity, note I said our, to trick us. It's true. It's true. You know, and it's like, and some of the shit is just completely blatant. Like Epstein. Like all of it. I was watching this comedian and he goes, listen, there's a couple people I can't tolerate. Racists, homophobes, and people who don't believe in conspiracy theories. And I was about to click him off. He's like, not even one conspiracy theory? You don't believe in anything? He's like, so you believe the government's telling the truth across the board? He said, do you know how many people the government is responsible for? He says, I got one boy. He said, I got one kid I'm responsible for. He goes, I lie to that nigga every day. And I was like, shit! Of course, to me, certain theories are not conspiracy theories. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
things are different if you're on the other side of certain things. It's not a conspiracy theory if you're on the other side of it. But then you look at what the general public is hearing and you're like, holy shit. I came to this realization, like, literally, like, when I heard that thing, hey, man, the general public believes, but you know, and I'm like, shit. If I would have said, hey, I know that, they would have said that's a conspiracy theory because that's not what you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's really fascinating. It's really, really, really Poxitani Phil. Humans are so disgusting. Because the rats are saying he was just so disgusting. Very well played. So, like it's just like, you know, the whole, I don't know, it's probably lazy to say that they're all on the same team. Although, you know, you had those pictures of Hillary with Trump. Hillary invited Trump to her daughter's wedding and all this shit. Now she's acting like she's always hated him and all the rest of it. Like the way these people turned on Trump when he was their financier for decades.
Exactly.
I don't care, you know, and that's what I was trying to communicate to people. Like, I don't care about Trump or any of these people, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, tell me what they're gonna do for us, for our people, my people in particular, but America in general. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
How are they gonna, you know? And it goes back to the same thing. But they keep, like, for example, like I keep asking my friends, why is Kyle Rittenhouse? Why was that trial live streamed? Is the Rittenhouse trial of more societal consequence than the Ahmaud Arbery trial? If Ben Shapiro was trying to just report the news, why do that? And then, like, you have these real extreme, like, right voices like Alex. I don't know if it's fair to call Alex Jones a right wing. I don't think that's fair. But Alex Jones, we can kind of look at it and say, okay, that guy's a fucking cartoon. But I almost feel like he is kept within the consciousness of the zeitgeist so that we miss the fact that a lot of these people are cartoon characters, bro. Like Don Lemon, the dude on CNN. Kanye goes to Trump to try to get some criminal justice reform, which he was successful in doing. But black people are not supposed to be able to talk to Trump. We're not supposed to be able to deal with Trump. So black people should completely shun Trump. So Kanye wears a MAGA hat and he goes to talk to Trump behind closed doors and he walks out with the First Step Act.
Yep.
Don Lemon says,
Yep.
Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. Motherfucker. Really?
Looks like he read it pretty well.
Really?
What he needed to do in that situation.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Again,
he accomplished
this is
something.
Exactly. This is not about Trump. It's not about Biden. It's about the media and how the media. It's really interesting because I'm at the point where it's like, okay, are they inflaming us or are they setting the rules for us? Because that was a real thing. Like, what was the transgression Kanye committed? He broke a rule. Black people aren't supposed to relate to Donald Trump. Well, wait a second. Who made that rule? Who made that rule? I talked to so many black people in 2020. I'm like, okay, who you voting for? Okay, I'm voting for Biden. Why are you voting for Biden? Well, and it was almost
That's
like...
true. More white people said to you, you shouldn't vote for this person.
Oh, yeah, white people felt... Yeah,
they felt like they could tell you. It's so weird. Okay, so aside from... You know, like, people will say that these are the things you don't talk about. You don't talk about religion. You don't talk about politics, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I grew up raised in a Christian family, so saying, like, don't talk about religion was obviously not something that we were going to do. Like, that was our life.
Right.
But that was something that people would say, like, don't talk about religion with other people. Not religion, politics with other people. It just couldn't get whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really care about politics that much anyway, so whatever. But now... I'm like, well, wait a minute. All the people that were ever saying it around me, they were all white males saying don't talk about politics publicly. And then here are people telling my black husband that he should or shouldn't vote for somebody. I've never heard of such a thing.
It's mind-boggling.
Never mind should you not talk about politics, but you should certainly not tell somebody else how they should or should not
mind-boggling.
vote. But they had the
crazy.
audacity to think that they had some sort of rights on you.
And they didn't see how racist that was.
Holy shit!
They didn't see it as racist at
Insane.
all. They didn't see that as racist at all.
Unbelievable.
One of them was playing the victim. Like, oh, you said this to me. I was like, motherfucker.
You just thought you could just roll up and tell another man how to vote?
But see, now that I've had time to back up and look at shit. They made rules. The media made rules that people felt like they had to follow. And because it got flooded, we just got inundated with this stuff. People at some point in your mind, you got to say, well, this can't all be wrong. They're all saying it. Like the Russia stuff. Yeah. Is another one.
Yeah.
And praise God for for my comment section in Middle America, because go to I got some people who said this craziest shit about Russia. And again, it doesn't matter. You go to Fox News and they're trying to make Kyle Rittenhouse a hero. You know, they're saying he's great and all the right wing, blah, 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 and all this. And it's like, okay, so as a Republican, you're not allowed to say, damn, this kid probably has PTSD. He's really hurt. The only time you're allowed to say that was he broke down at the stand. And then if you're black, you cannot say, I support Kyle. You can't say it. Mm-hmm. You got to string him up. You got to get a scalp. Like, it's just crazy. It's out of this world.
Balanced.
Huh?
We've got to get balanced.
Yeah. And, some of the lyrics, like if you look at what the dude is saying lyrically, he's dropping some serious heat. The problem...
Man, when did the world get so black and white with people in their thinking? You know what I mean? Like, instead of being like, oh, he's a good leader, but he's bad here, here, and here. Like, it's either... It's weird because it's not even necessarily the person anymore. It's just come down to a party. And it's that whole, like, when you stereotype something, then people could just write off something right off the bat just because it has a certain name connected to it without even looking into the details of what the person believes or actually does or what the organization actually does. And people do that with lots of things. I mean, people do it with religion all the time because they've heard certain things or they've had certain experiences. Well, not every church is going to be like that, and not every Christian is going to be like that. I mean, we've said it a bunch of times. We're not perfect Christians. I mean,
obviously,
you see us.
Obviously, terrible Christians. Don't try this at home. Go ahead.
But but be that as it may, there's lots of people that are like, maybe I'll give religion another try. If you guys are part of it and it's not as serious as what you guys are, going on about, like, but you have to have an opportunity for that. But everybody's so used to just thinking in boxes and writing people off. It's a lot simpler, honestly. It's much less thinking that you have to do if you can just say, well, 100%. That person's a Republican or that person's Democrat. I don't even have to consider that person.
100%.
Now I only have to listen to these two people and decide between these two people what I want to do. But that sort of lazy thinking is what gets us into the situations that we're in.
And they rely, I understand they don't care about black or brown people. Man, these motherfuckers don't care about anybody, bro. Hillary went into coal country, the whitest part of America, and said she's going to destroy coal. That's how out of reach this woman was.
Right.
You are so disconnected. That's like going to the hood and say, we're gonna get rid of all the weed. No. Oh no. That's how they don't care about nobody, bro. That's why I'm trying, in another form, trying to desperately reach my people, and it's a fool's fucking errand. But, people going crazy on me because I will not condemn Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah. And then Kyle Rittenhouse gets on Tucker Carlson and says, I support BLM. And then he says, imagine what would have happened if I was a person of color or a person that didn't have all the resources and didn't have the notoriety.
Yep.
That's the narrative that we've been pushing this entire time. Mm-hmm. And what do black people do? Oh, we don't fuck with you, Kyle. Mm-hmm. That's because you're dumb as fuck. And the media has turned this kid into a monster, and you're not allowed to fucking listen and use rational logic. So now when the kid says, he goes to Tucker Carlson and tells Tucker Carlson to his face that he supports BLM. Yep. They go, oh, he's trying to save face. For who?
Ooh.
How does that benefit him?
Yeah, at all.
He's supposed to go on the right-wing tour, the CPAC tour. He's supposed to write a book. He's supposed to be up there at the stage with Matt Gaetz and all the rest of them. That doesn't help him. Yep. But these people are so crazy now that they have to turn this kid into a racist monster. They have to. So then I talked about Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton, one of the greatest leaders of Black Panthers. They actually made a movie about him.
Oh, yeah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yep.
Fred Hampton hooked up with white
It was a
supremacists.
pretty
Yes, he
weird
did.
picture. You showed the picture. I was
The
like,
Young
wow.
Patriots organization. They were the Young Patriots. They had Confederate flags and all type of other insignia. And Fred Hampton said, look, you can keep your Confederate flag. You can say whatever. Give lip service. Say racism bad. Let's work together because you're poor whites and we're black and we're both getting killed by our government here.
Yep. So come together and we.
So
can
they
accomplish
came
more.
together.
Yep.
Because we don't need people to like us all the time and to destroy their heritage. I don't need you to fucking, scrape off your Confederate flag tattoo to fucking work with you. But we're so juvenile in our thinking, and the media's got all these rules for us that they impose on us, and you slavishly follow it. Well, Fred Hampton said, hey, let's work with those people. Well, we can't work with those people. Look, if those motherfuckers want to work with you, fucking work with them. So you know what happened? We worked, and we got shit done together. And you know what happened with the Young Patriots? Eventually they said, you know what? These Negroes aren't that bad. We got the whiskey. They got the weed. Why not? And they evolved in their thinking. No shit. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep before
They
I saw
eventually
that
they
part of
eventually decried it. They said, nah, that's all bullshit. That racist shit
wow.
is not
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah, they genuinely did that.
Oh, wow.
But we can't do that.
Interesting.
We can't do that because now the media has created a situation where we can't operate with any nuance at all. It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. So this shit with the media, it's truly criminal what these people are doing in the media. It really, really is. These are really terrible people. But at the end of the day, the only thing worse than the media is the fact that we refuse to challenge them. And we're conforming to the rules that they've created for us. So you couldn't say anything that Trump did well. You couldn't say
Right.
Trump did anything well
Right.
last year. And you can't say anything that Biden does well if you're on the other side. You can't. You're not allowed to. Let these people hijack you. You let these people hijack your mind. So no Fred Hampton. Like if Fred Hampton was around today, you silly Negroes, you'd have called him a coon for working with those people. But he would have got shit done, just like Kanye got shit done. Oh, the MAGA hat is a new KKK hood. I don't give a fuck. He got the First Step Act done, which Barack Hussein Obama didn't get done in 8 years. I don't give a fuck what he wore.
Right.
But see, you can't. The media's got us so that we can't even think like this guy's operating in your self-interest.
Yeah, but that's the thing, even. Like, everybody wants to criminalize the media for why we're in the situation we're in. Yes, the media plays a part in it, but all of us, just like the reason that there are still poor among us and the reason that there are people still starving to death in this day and age is because everybody will not participate. Everybody wants to put that on somebody else. And so with the media, the media feeds false information. They twist stuff around to get us to feel a certain way. But when are we going to take responsibility for it ourselves to say that whenever you see something in the media, before you go spreading that all over the place, let me just take a few minutes to fact check something. I have not been somebody that's fact checked stuff because you're such a fact checker and I didn't even have the internet for most of my life. But just like now, like I'm trying to like fact check stuff and just I don't know a whole lot of credible sources, but I pick the ones that are credible to see like, okay, is this true? Is there any sort of truth to this? And it's amazing how many lies just circulate around and how many lies people will take an original lie or a photoshopped picture and circulate it like it's fact, and they haven't actually done the research. But so all of us are involved in this. So yeah, we can blame the media,
100%.
but the media can be stopped tomorrow
100%.
if all of us said, you have no credibility in our eyes. And maybe that's what's happening with the YouTube
Jimmy Dore.
Right, the Jimmy Dores, because their whole shtick is I'm bringing you the straight facts.
I'm one of you. I'm one of you.
Yeah.
Reporting on that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, here Kyle said he supports BLM, but then takes pics with Proud Boys and does the racist white supremacist OK hand sign, then meets with Trump and Tucker. Also both WS, I'm assuming, is white supremacist. Also, Kyle was 17 in 2 weeks. Danny. Number one, if I had the opportunity to meet with Donald Trump, I would meet with him. If I had the opportunity to meet with Tucker Carlson, I would meet with him. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad met with the Grand Wizard of the KKK, etc., etc. People are not only one thing. Secondly, Danny, how many Proud Boys do you know? I just want to challenge all of us here. This is a challenge because Danny's my man. How many of these people that are horrible, terrible, nasty racists do we know personally? There are black folks in the Proud Boys. People are complex.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys that picture of Fred Hampton because it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. But go ahead, tell your.
No,
what else were you saying about the thingamajiggy?
I mean, I actually didn't realize that the song was about this topic, but.
There's Fred Hampton. This dude was gangster as fuck, bro. Look at this guy.
Wow.
Okay, there's Fred Hampton, Chicago, 1969, when Black Panthers aligned with Confederate flag-wielding working-class whites. Okay? Who are the Proud Boys? Who are most of these groups? They're disaffected working-class white people.
Yeah.
Who are, honestly, a lot of, you know, now that I start to listen to a lot of these people, to be honest with you, in their podcasts, it's not even that they're doing the white power thing because they hate black people. They're doing the white power thing because they feel disempowered.
Yeah.
They feel disempowered for themselves and they feel disempowered about their kids. And so their race is something that they fall back on. I understand that. Can we try to understand each other? Can we look at Kyle Rittenhouse and say, you know what? He did the okay hand symbol because it's a ridiculous idea that became a white supremacist sign. It was originally a hoax. It was originally like they were doing this. It was a hoax. You know, you used to do this.
Yeah.
You remember you did this one time?
I did.
And we posted on Instagram. Someone's like, I can't believe Sori did that.
Yeah. Yeah, we were doing when you make the person look.
Yeah. So here's my point. Just something to think through. Is it possible that Kyle Rittenhouse, at being 17 years old or just turning 18, is it possible that when he was locked up and he was in jail, that he interfaced with other folks who were treated horribly by the prosecution, where the prosecution violated his rights on numerous occasions? There's this movie called American History X. And the guy's a straight Nazi. He's horrible.
Yeah.
And he killed someone.
Yeah.
And he's in the laundry room, and he befriends this black guy, and they're like, "What are you in here for?" And he's like, "I'm in here for 10 years." And then the black guy's like, "Yeah, I'm in here for 10 years too." And then he goes, "Well, what did you do?" And he said something like, "I stole a bag of chips from the store." And the white guy's like, "No, really, tell me what you did." And he goes, "I stole a bag of chips from the store." And it was like a what the fuck moment for him. And you could see he was Did that mean he was not a Nazi anymore? No, but people transition. Is that possible? Is that possible that that's what's going on with this kid? But the media, look, he's with the Proud Boys. Oh, he's got a shirt that says free as fuck. Oh, so that means he's come on, guys. Fred Hampton was able to look past that shit and say, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let the media tell me what these people believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet these people.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to these people. And they're going to look, I'm going to lay out the plan. And if they look me in the eye and say, fuck you, nigger, we're not working with you, cool. But I'm not going to let these people tell me what to think about these people. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the media is working to divide us. And I think your point is the ultimate. We can't blame them ultimately because we keep falling for it. And we're the most informed human beings ever.
Right. If we keep blaming them, then we're not going to learn from it and we're not going to be able to grow from it. If we start accepting our own responsibility in the situation, then stuff can actually change.
Sorry, the guy stole a TV. My man Dustin.
Not potato chips.
Yeah, so he got like the same amount of time as the guy who committed murder. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Right? So that's my point. That's my point. So and I don't want to make it about Kyle Rittenhouse or Trump or Biden or whatever. All I'm saying is, guys, human beings are way more complex than a 30-minute segment on CNN is ever going to explain to you. I'm more complex than you ever would realize. When I was, for example, when I was in the Bronx, New York, I got so sick of the gang shit that was happening and the fact that I had to carry weapons and I got so sick, I started to hate black people.
Yeah.
I did. I couldn't stand them.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I moved up here because I'm like, yo, I lived in the throes of the redneck Hickville in Florida. And I told the story. We crashed into a ditch. These people never spoke to us the entire time we were there, and they dragged us out of the thing and then never spoke to us again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, not once did those motherfuckers ever try to take my life. Here I am among my own people, and y'all, and now I got to go and do shit that I don't want to do. But then I'm like, yeah, but then I'm putting them in a situation. I started to hate black people. People evolve, bro. Like, this shit is not as simple as people trying to make it. So, but the media takes that and they try to put us in a binary world, and then the media is setting rules on the people that we can like, we can listen to, we can learn from. They're setting the rules and we're following it, and you can't blame them, because one of my statements all the time, if you're going to give it,
better be able to take it.
They're going to take it. All right. There you go. What do you
8.2.
I love this song. I love this guy's voice. 9.95. Freaking Sevendust. He's killing me.
Speaking of Sevendust, that's our last and final song is going to be Sevendust
Ha-ha!
The Rim. So prepare yourselves. Here we go. We're going to Vin out, Sori out.
Oh, yeah. There you are, dear listener. Vin out.
Sori out.
Go. I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord,
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
and they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch.
Buy our merch. It's buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
I usually say to buy our merch.
Well, yeah.
I think you're hesitating on yours, and said I just start talking.
Well, no, yours it's probably okay. This is
Sevendust
our
The
final
Rim.
song
For Sevendusted.
for Sevendust.
Had a pretty interesting stream here.
Yeah, it's been the most eclectic stream. I fully enjoyed it. The problem I'm having is I can't really point out which one is my favorite song, which is kind of frustrating to me.
All right, so The Rim is next. What happened? Did I not have it downloaded?
No. The rim's there. I was just getting the what do you call it? The lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Because I want people to be able to follow along.
Ooh, look at this interesting album cover.
I know. What year did that come out?
Is that blood coming from his wrists?
Probably. Did you download it? Oh, yes, you did. There it is. Okay.
To my knowledge, I did.
All right, guys. The Rim. It says studio. I'm assuming it means studio version. The Rim from the band Sevendust. If you want a DJ stream, it's was it 4 songs?
Yeah, minimum of 4 songs.
Minimum of 4 songs, and then we'll put them all together in one day. And here is Gotta Keep You on Your Toes. And that's exactly what's been happening this entire time. Emotionally, I've been all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's just been one of the, but it's been good though. It's been good for me. It's been good. I've really, you know, sometimes you need kind of things halfway through and you realize, oh, I needed this tonight. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
7. I forgot. I think I asked him where he lives. I was telling them Death Fan. I was talking to Death Fan last night. I was like, yo, me, you, and 7, we should all move to this place. Are you kidding me?
Okay, wait.
I would build the
7
biggest.
and who?
M Death Fan.
Oh.
I would build the biggest man cave in that house that you've ever seen in your fucking life. Bro.
I totally believe it.
I'm talking about home gym. M Death Fan already has a home gym. Home gym. Ring, like literally like a ring, like to spar. Like no bullshit.
Wow.
Dead ass serious. Maybe we'll get 275 down too. But that, the gym, sparring, fucking whole room. We do
have
that
to have a
theater.
sauna too.
We do that. Yeah, we did the sauna. Yeah. One at a time, guys. We do that home gym. I'm just not that guy. You know the thing of the Romans, and they sit there with the coal, and they sit there and they're all naked and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
Oh, really?
One at a time.
I mean, as long as somebody has a towel wrapped
The
around them.
girls, you guys are okay too. It just didn't happen that way.
Well, I would want to do the, they take the birch, I think it's birch, because the birch itself, like, okay, I don't know if it's birch, don't quote me. I think it's birch branches, and you hit the person's back and legs and stuff with it, because essentially you're making little tiny cuts in your skin.
Yeah.
And some of the oils from the birch gets into it. I guess, apparently it's very healthy.
Oh, yeah.
So I would do some of that.
Like the Norwegian people doing that. We were listening to that with the chaga
Whip
thing.
you with a branch.
With the chaga thing, right?
Yeah. He was talking about it on that.
Yeah. No, I'm dead ass serious though. That would be so cool. And I'd be good. Because I'd have my 2. That's all I need. Mm-hmm. That's all I need. I'd have my 2. And then I got you. And then you're going to have whoever. We'd be good to go. Then if you know, you get on your shit or I get on my shit. Like, yo, 7. MC.
It's time.
Immediately. A little 911. MC immediately. That'd be man cave. We'd spar, whatever. Anyway. All right. Yeah, we'll just move we'll move Amy down for you. You can have Amy.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Oh, yes, overshadow Sean. Yeah.
As long as you can promise to help me annoy them.
Overshadow Sean. Yeah. We'll get overshadow Sean too, and then we go to the range. Your manhood jam, don't blame the device.
I want to do the thing where you throw the hatchet.
The axe throwing.
Yeah.
Gunshots miss you, escape with your life, but keep on playing. I'll take it to the range just to make sure that her aim is precise.
Oh, mama.
That's an original. All right, guys. I've been elongating this because I can't quit you. Yo, I just saw Brokeback Mountain a couple days ago.
I fell asleep on that one, didn't I?
Dude. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I fast forwarded a couple parts, okay?
Yeah, I was so annoyed by that.
I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I'm not as progressive as people think I am. I fast forwarded a couple parts, but the movie, the story, holy shit.
See, for me,
some of the best I think Heath Ledger is probably the greatest actor of my time,
Yeah.
my generation, and it's really sad that he got taken from us. But holy shit,
I made it through a lot of it. It was moving a little slow for me, and there was so much friggin' hype put around this movie because
I know.
we were Christians and blah.
I know.
We are Christians, but there was so much put around it that I thought, holy shit, this movie's gonna be insane. I didn't even think it was that great, but that's because I watched Pose. And I thought Pose was so good, and I just loved the characters and the way that they did the whole thing. That one made me feel a little bit confused. But I definitely...
I felt like Brokeback Mountain was way more like everyday experience, true to life than Pose.
Yeah, I think that what bothered me about it was that they couldn't... I mean, I don't know what the ending is. Don't tell me. But that they couldn't be together, and that they both separately got married and, like, had their families and stuff. But
that's real though.
Yeah, I know.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like that's the rule and not the exception, whereas Pose is the exception.
I believe
like,
it.
Like, being out
Right.
in trans in the 80s, like, that's an extremely brave thing to do that only a very small group of people would be brave enough to do. Whereas what happened
100%.
on Brokeback was, and, you know, I wish they would have called it something other than Brokeback Mountain. You know, like, it's just, there were just way too many, like, obvious, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, bro, call it, yeah, I was going to say call it.
I know.
Call it, you know, Yellow Creek Mountain. Call it something. You know, call it Aurora Falls or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Call it, you know, whatever. But
Oh my god! Moving right along.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great. Great movie, great acting. I don't give a care. I don't care. It was just unbelievable. Anyway, it just. Man, you want to talk about a gifted actor, man? That Heath Ledger guy, man. Woo. Mm-hmm. I almost want to say it was a better acting job than what he did in Joker. Because the range, what he did in Joker, what he did in Batman, the range of emotion that he used, that he had to draw from in that movie was insane.
Yeah.
Whereas Joker, he was the same guy the entire time. You know, Brokeback, he was doing two, you know, whatever.
And he had to live 2 lives.
Yeah. Well, 3 or 4 lives sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, great movie. I'll never watch the movie again, but damn. And the reason I won't watch it again is it's too depressing. Oh, yeah. It was too unjust. You know how I get when I see injustice. Like, this is some fucking bullshit what they're doing to these dudes, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and
the parents and all that. Like, it was too much. It was too much for me.
I didn't see all of it, but I did find that it was also so unfair to the spouses.
Yeah, I agree. And I like, you know what I liked about that is they didn't like, though the second spouse handled it. She was she hardened herself. Like Heath Ledger's wife, she didn't harden herself. Yeah. She allowed herself to feel it, and she was a vulnerable woman. The other one, like, she just steeled herself against it. And I thought that I love the way they represented the woman, because I felt like they didn't villainize the women. They didn't make villains out of the women. And it showed, this is really fucked up, the situation you put these girls in now. But then you had to blame the overarching society. You couldn't just blame the guys. I'm sorry, you can't.
Right.
But but again, that's a complexity of human nature that I love when people represent that truly and accurately. But yeah, you're right. They did a really good job with the with the way you felt for all of them. Mm-hmm. But I'll never watch the movie again. Not because, you know, just because of just how powerless those dudes were to live their lives. You know what I'm saying? And being a person who's been discriminated against, like, if you don't know what it's like to have your entire society look at you with that look, like, there's things about that movie you're gonna miss. But I could, and the crazy thing is the black community is the least evolved community when it comes to this topic. Like, see the Boozy and Lil Nas X thing going on right now. Yeah. So, anyway, it was completely random. I'm probably just elongating the night. But anyway, who's the better Joker, Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix? You joking, right? You joking? I'll say it. Joaquin Phoenix was a much darker Joker.
Oh, that's the one I hated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means he did a better job, right? Because that's the one that stuck with you the most.
Well, I don't know. Is the Joker supposed to have that personality?
He's got a broad personality in the comic books. He goes from being like a Loki type mischievous guy to a really dark, horrible guy that murders children.
Horrible. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Like he gets really, really dark in the comics.
Yeah, then they did well with that.
All right, guys. I'm elongating. Pirate Alex, do I know you from another forum? Anyway, guys.
Sevendust The Rim.
We're gonna do 411.
Yep.
And you're gonna edit out the conversation, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can.
411 what?
Yeah, just do 411. 411. Let's do 412. Do 412 because I'm going to do it right now. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, good. No, I can't find it. There it is. The Rim. Okay.
Welcome to a world of eternal shame, where everything you do is judged by a stupid and you're expecting a reason why. Broken and light broke, 'cause I've been waiting till. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking question? I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. Why don't you stop this? Blah, blah, blah. Mouth running like a coke nose. Who's think that you have to suck to get the manual for this world? I understand, I see you get that look again, and I know you like solving problems. Yes, you dumb fuck. How many legs does it take to get to the center of this dirty cock?
Shit.
I got a number for you. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking question? I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking question? I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. You're such a real good dick. Don't treat back. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking question? I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. That's your fucking box thing. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking question? I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. Suck this dick.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty then. Well, that was so crazy that we got lost in the sauce here. Give me a second, guys. We'll take care of the technical difficulties. All right. Well, now we understand why the title was the title, and now we understand why God had us talk about Brokeback Mountain before this song came on.
Wait, why?
Well, it says The Rim. And see, Tasco, considering the previous topic of discussion. Holy smokes. All right.
Well, wait a minute. I don't get it.
It's funny because I was looking for the lyrics on Google.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like Googling the lyrics, and I don't know. I don't know if Google edited them or what, but I couldn't find them. It kept turning it into the rain. So I'm just gonna post it here, and you guys do what you will with that. I'm not gonna repeat the lyrics. Is Danny here still? Danny, go to bed. Danny's a 14-year-old kid.
Danny, go to bed.
We don't want to corrupt this 14-year-old kid with our Christian YouTube channel here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so welcome to a world of eternal shame, where everything you do is judged by a stupid fuck up.
Yeah.
And you're expecting a reason why, but get in line, punk, because I've been waiting too.
And no respect and no reason why is what mine says.
Oh, yeah. And
Get in line,
oh,
punk.
no respect and no reason why?
Yeah.
I've got You're Expecting a Reason Why, but Get in Line. I think You're Expecting a Reason Why is probably better. I don't know if the world truly works in mysterious ways, but God certainly does. That's for sure. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking questions I always wanted to let you know? I don't give a shit. Why don't you...
Whenever somebody says, look, I don't give a shit, or they're saying that, I always feel like if you really, really didn't give a shit, wouldn't you not even care to, or even think to say it?
It depends. If I give a shit about the person, but I don't give a shit about a specific issue or a thing, I'll say that, and I'll mean it 100%. If I don't give a shit about a person, I won't even talk to him. So for me, it depends on the person.
The categories, yeah.
But this guy's really angry. Well, this guy obviously gives a shit about this person, obviously. How long does it take to get an answer to fucking questions I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit? Oh, that's good. See what he did there? So he says, it seems like he always wanted the answer to the questions, right?
Yeah.
But then if you read the next lines, I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit. See what he did?
Yeah.
So that's a good way to deal with the contradiction of human nature. Is I always wanted to know the answers, but I always wanted to let you know I don't give a shit what the answer is. Why don't you suck this mouth running like a Coke nose? This is where you were like pointing at me and saying, Vinny.
This is lyrics, man.
The lyrics are there. You can do with them what you will, ladies and gentlemen. He's got very, very descriptive.
Yeah. But so wait a minute.
He's just very, very angry. I mean, I think we all got the point. We got the point. There are the lyrics. The lyrics.
No, I don't get the point. Is this like you just talked about Brokeback Mountain? Are you saying that this is a homosexual relationship?
No, but it's
I was like,
a
I'm
song,
not reading that.
It's a song that has sexual connotations to it. Obviously, I have to put my hoodie on to shield me from the brimstone and fire that's sure to collapse in our heads.
Oh boy.
He's just very angry. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a long. You know, in that corn song where he says, "You suck my dick and fucking like it." This is just a long, drawn out. It's like he goes, "Oh, Jonathan, that's a good idea." It's a real tragedy. They don't do that song live anymore.
That's a tragedy?
Oh yeah, because you'd have loved that. You'd love that. Because they would stop.
Yep.
And everybody would be like, "You can suck."
whole
And all
crowd?
the girls would be saying it too, which is kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, bitch. But it's like, "You can suck my dick and fucking like it." And then there's that little 1 second pause. Says, "People probably got the fucking money anyway. People probably got the fucking money anyway." That would have been crazy. The whole place would have went off, and you would have been, whatever. So,
I would never say such words.
yeah, right. You love being at them shows, bro. Mm-hmm. You love being at them shows.
Yeah. There's like a perfect gap of time. Like there's before the show, you're leading up to it. Then like there's a point when you're in the middle of the show where you're rocking really hard and you're not tired yet, and you're just like living on energy from.
And you're not too sweaty.
Yeah. You're at that perfect point, and it lasts for a chunk of time. Then your legs start hurting, your knees start hurting.
Yeah.
Feel a little bit dizzy maybe. You're thinking how friggin' thirsty you are.
Yeah.
And then they pass waters to the people right in front of you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was but that's the party with the party anyway. But yeah, so he was really apparently it was a record exec. Holy shit.
This is who he's talking to?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, have mercy. Don't forget on Black Friday shopping.
8 hours of Black Friday shopping.
Oh my goodness.
Raul, my brother, I'm glad you're alive, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm still sick and tired of hearing people getting trampled to death
I
on this
don't
Black
believe
Friday
if somebody was going to trample somebody, they'd go for him, though.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that to my brother. Do that to Raul, bro. You're like, I'm going to trample.
Push the other way.
They look at Raul, they're like,
I believe we can get the flat screen later.
I believe we can get the flat screen.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah, you don't want no smoke with Raul. You fool.
No.
You need to go back to school. You know what? I think you should listen to Tool. Oh, I'm pulling out it. Look, lyrically, there isn't a lot of complexity or ambiguity. So a square would probably look at this song and go, oh my God, this is vulgar, yada, yada, yada. But again, you know what I'm going to call this stream in my mind? This is the Words for the Win stream. You know where you say shit that you don't really mean when you're in a certain type of state? This is, I'm angry. LaJohn Witherspoon is like 6'2". He's brolic. I mean, he's like, dude is like set up. Like he's brolic. And when you know how to hurt people physically, one of the worst things in the world is to know there's certain people you cannot touch because they will sue the fuck out of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or they'll call the law. It's one of the worst things to endure. If you know, like, motherfucker, it's one of the worst things in the world. It's one of the worst things in the world. It really is.
Your eyes literally look stressed out when you just said that.
It's a hard thing to deal with. So, I know what's happening. It's a record exec. It's probably some snivelly rat type person. And LaJohn be like, please just give me 30 seconds with this dude. Please. Please. But he can't. So he's just got to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand what's going on here with this song. But the thing is I feel like he's talking to a woman, though. That's the other thing.
Well, that's what I thought.
He's talking to a female here.
But I felt like it was very like...
I mean...
I don't know. Well,
he makes comment about her hygiene.
Oh, that's what he was... I was going to ask you about that because I was thinking like...
Yeah, box is another term.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird. So,
Yeah, but whoa, if he said that to... what do you mean? She was the record label?
She was a record exec, I think.
Oh my God. If he said that to her, I feel like that is so disgusting and disrespectful.
Yeah, but if she G'd him out of all this money, then she gets what she gets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
no,
that's...
There's just certain lines.
Ain't no lines. Ain't no lines.
No, there's lines.
No. Listen, he didn't put his hands on her. But if she G'd him out of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars... See, this is what happens with you, bro.
If it has to get sexual, why? Disrespect her like that?
You're ridiculous.
Look at the way you're looking at me.
You were absolutely ridiculous. All this stuff you thought it was about a dude. Look. If she went and stole all that money from him, like, she gets what she gets, bro. She gets.
We don't know if
gets.
she stole money from him. Maybe she just said he had to produce a certain type of music.
Nah, those record execs, they always do that shit. There's no whole bars, man. Just because she's a girl, it don't matter.
The entire song is about that.
Yeah, it's 2021.
No.
It's 2021.
It's 2007.
It's good that he did that instead of putting his hands on her. Don't ever put your hands on no female. But some females be shysty as hell. Now, you know what's interesting?
There's no comments.
You know what's interesting?
What?
Is that God sent those people to kill Jezebel. He said, throw that bitch out the window.
Right.
But he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything about her box, so that's okay. But they threw out the window and the dogs lapped up her blood. Like, what do you mean? That don't make no sense.
No.
Athaliah, when she's trying to get out the whole line of Judah eradicated, and the high priest said, "Yo, kill that broad, please," and they executed that bitch right there. So what world are you coming from? What world are you coming from? This woman probably stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from this thing.
You're just making all these assumptions. You don't have any facts. And you don't know why this guy said all this disgusting stuff.
Here, Tasco agrees with you, but I don't care. You can't have it both ways.
That's what I feel. I feel like that you must be able to blast her another
So
way.
if he was a dude, so if he was talking about a dude, he was saying a whole bunch of sexually degrading things about a dude, you were completely fine with it.
Yeah, because it's another guy.
He's telling a dude to suck his, which is actually to a lot of dudes worse. So
yeah,
but that's okay.
No.
That's okay. That's all right.
There's an entire thing that's connected to that with women where they've been disregarded and treated as sexual objects everywhere. So when you go and you bring it to that level, it's like, why would you have to bring it there? I think you could have insulted her.
Because there's also a long history of record execs bastardizing and enslaving the people that that they take advantage of. There's a whole history of that too, and that's gone back literally thousands of years.
No, I'm disagreeing with.
Well, I know you're going to disagree
that
because you
point.
have an issue with
no,
men.
No, not that point. What I have an issue with is if somebody has a problem with you, and then all of a sudden they pull out racial stuff.
They do.
Right. Then you know that they're a racist. So the fact that
Most people are.
Because that's obviously a very sensitive topic.
No,
and
it's
so
not.
is the objectification of women.
Ridiculous.
How can you say ridiculous?
Because I've been through it.
And I've been through objectification. What are you talking about?
I know. Listen, I know that with you cross the line with a bunch of white people, they have that in their back pocket.
Yeah, and you cross the line with men, they have that in
And
their
here's
back
the thing.
pocket.
Here's the thing. If I take advantage of somebody, if I look somebody in the face and take advantage of them and G them out of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they come and say, "Fuck that nigger," I don't give a fuck. I stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from you.
Yeah.
So you didn't put your hands on me. You didn't shoot me. You didn't get any goons to kidnap me.
No, he didn't say fuck that N.
Whoa.
This is very, very explicit stuff that he's saying. Lick the rim.
Whoa. Wait a second.
Whoa. What?
Wait. So if I stole all that money, I don't give a fuck what he says about me. He can say whatever he wants. He has a right to. I stole all that money out of him. Now look, he might run into some problems if he said that in public. But it's ridiculous to think that this dude has to maintain some sort of dignity after this woman did all this shit to him. He's supposed to, I can't cross the line with her. Get the fuck out of here. She stole all the money from, get the fuck out of here. I'm glad that he did this instead of putting his hands on her. That's where I say, that's where I'm cool with the double standard. I'm cool with the double standard as far as physicality goes, because there's an obvious scientific difference between men and women as far as physicality goes. But you went off and stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from this dude, which I'm assuming is what happened. Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't feel bad for her at all. And I don't take this as he's going after all women. He's going after that woman. And Sadie's right. It's low-hanging fruit. But again, it's words for the wind. I'm not going to judge him for being angry in the moment for that shit. But this is what I'm talking about. Because you have this issue with men, you were completely fine with him sexually degrading the men.
No, it's not that I have an issue with men and that's why I'm fine with that. It's that women have been particularly sexualized and objectified. No.
Gay men haven't?
They've been objectified and sexualized by society as a whole?
Gay men have had a great time in society?
They've been hated by society.
So you thought he was talking to another dude initially, right?
Yeah, but not that the other guy was actually gay.
I got you.
No.
So he was making. So he was in your mind. He was making homophobic statements. Then he was telling another man to do all this shit with him. Then.
Well, I wasn't looking at it as homophobic, but it would be by definition.
Right, because it was man. The man was being violated, so you didn't really think that deeply about it. But the minute it was a woman, now it's the end of the world.
No, that's because a guy can say "suck my dick" to another guy. I mean, I've heard it all over the place. It's a phrase you guys use.
Whoa. Where have you heard that in real life?
Okay, I'm not going to answer that question. Ask me later and I'll tell you.
Where have you heard that in real life?
Well,
no, you say it. Where have you heard that in real life?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. You know where.
No, I don't know where you've heard it.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it
Where,
after.
Planned Parenthood?
No.
I have literally no idea.
It doesn't matter. What does that matter? What does it matter?
Because I don't believe you. I don't believe you've ever heard that phrase out. Because
Okay,
I know
so
what happened.
What is me telling you where I heard
know what
it
happened
change
in my
anything if you don't
neighborhood.
believe
I know
me?
what happened in my neighborhood when dudes did that. People died over that in my neighborhood.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
I'm not lying to you.
I'm sure in your neighborhood, yeah.
I can show you the article. I was there. People die over that shit where I'm from.
I'm not surprised on that one. Yeah.
Okay, so why are you okay? So you know people die over that shit where I come from.
No,
so you were okay with that
No,
when it was
I
a man.
didn't know that that's what happened in where you came up. When you said it, I'm not surprised by the information. But no, obviously I don't know that people died over that. It just doesn't surprise me. But it is a phrase that, I mean, I actually even heard it growing up too. Like kids would say it to each other.
Yeah, when it was a dude, you didn't care. When it was a girl, now she's crossing the line.
No, because it just the same thing as if somebody insults somebody by calling them the N-word, or somebody says it to you on purpose because they're trying to whatever.
And what did I say?
There's going to be yeah, honey, you don't have a problem with it, but I don't believe the majority of black men would be fine with that.
Then they're wrong.
How can you say they're wrong?
Very simple. You cannot fuck with somebody's money and then expect them to maintain decorum with you. It's that simple. The money is the way they feed their families. It's the way they put a roof over the head of their children. It's the way they get their wives the dress that they wanted and the house, the dream house. It's the way that they fucking move through the world. You go and fuck with somebody's money. Again, people die over that shit. She's lucky that that's the only thing he did. I'm not going to judge that man for that. If he put his hands on her, I would. Because again, there's a real physical scientific difference between the way men and women are constructed. But what he said out of his mouth is metaphysical. What she did to him actually has ramifications in the real world. So I don't feel sorry for her at all. She gets what she gets. And women need to understand this. You cannot do things like that and expect you're going to get away with it because you're a woman. That's unrealistic, and I think it's dangerous for women to have that idea. Again, what would I teach my sons? You know what I would teach my sons. But LeJohn is not a Christian as far as I know, and he's not trying to be. But she did something. He figured it out, and he got a song, and he wrote it, and they wrote it, and he was mad as fuck. And I applaud him for ventilating his situation that way, instead of going the other way. He's a metal musician. He's doing what metal musicians are supposed to do. Don't put your hands on the girl. Can't do that. But look, man, it's just like that girl in the Mafia on The Sopranos. She was trying to. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, look, if you want to play with the big boys, you can't complain. You can't steal all that money from those people and then complain when a dude says, "You bitch." What? I don't understand that logic. That'll make no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I think it just holds too much.
That's hold too much for you because you're a misandrist. You hate men, so you can't see past your own hatred of men for whatever. And I understand it's fine. I don't think it's healthy, but I understand why. But you're being completely inconsistent here. You're being completely inconsistent, and you're asking too much of these people. It's almost to the point you're dehumanizing
these people.
Men, you're asking way too much of them. So wait a second. You know what we're doing? We're doing this to set ourselves up and our families up for generations. The stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
We've been working hard around the clock through holidays to set this up. Now imagine if somebody came and undercut us by $500K.
Be a problem there.
It'd be a problem.
Yeah.
It'd be a real problem, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what she did.
Well, you don't know that's what she did. That's your assumption.
Well, he sounded pretty angry. And he doesn't really... So, nah, man. Nah. There's a line. And with men, it's money. Don't fuck with people's money. Because that's how I take care of my family.
I don't like
That's how I
how
take care
it
of my
goes
family.
to that for women. Like, when, I think it was Kamala, and she had done her speech, and then there was that picture circulating. Because remember the fly?
I understand that.
So there's so much of that when you see it in something like this, it's like...
Yeah, but honey, listen. As I said, if
I do think it's wrong if a woman knows that a guy's not going to hit her back, and then she'll push him to the limit because she knows he's not going to do anything.
Right, that's the line.
And so
that's the line is you don't put your hands on her.
Yeah.
But women have to be taught that, hey man, that doesn't mean you just have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work. But I get where you're coming from. I'm not mad at you. I get where you're coming from. It's just funny to me how when you thought it was a dude, it was ha ha.
Yeah, because guys haven't been treated that way in the objectification.
He's black. So you want to do that? Let's do that. Okay, so he's black. LaJohn Witherspoon, he's black.
He is?
He's blacker than me.
Oh.
So does that so I'll see your oppressed woman for one oppressed black man. So that the oppression Olympics Are you serious right now?
Stop! What? Wow! Look, it's 2:30 in the morning.
Hey, you see this 7? You see this 7? I should have told this bro from the beginning, yo.
Is he really black?
Yes. That's what she did. She stole thinking there's no way he can retaliate.
Well, then I don't have a problem with the lyrics.
Now you don't have a problem with it because this is the problem with the left right now. There he is right there. This nigga's black as everything, bro.
Okay.
He's blacker than me,
no,
bro.
Because
look at this nigga.
Because the same way in which he went after what has been historically how women have been treated, she went and tried to basically go along with slavery.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Behold the mind of the left, right?
Leave me alone, baby. You're so mean.
If I didn't despise Ben Shapiro, I would clip this entire conversation. He would love this shit. This shit is amazing to me. I was thinking.
Yeah, I completely forgot that it was Dusted we just did, because I did know Sevendust that the guy was black. Was completely out of my mind.
Okay, he didn't write it. He didn't write it. Now, because of this situation, I got to give this song a 10. This is my favorite song of the night. Sori's so racist. She forgot that he was black.
Tony, get out of here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I will say, no matter what, if my daughter, because I got one of my daughters that probably pull some shit like that. Don't say about my daughter in my presence, though, even if she took all that money from you, bro. I'll pay you back. Don't say about my daughter. But if somebody else's daughter, go for it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this. This is great.
So what did you give this song?
This song is a 10. It gave me my favorite moment of the night. This gave me a favorite moment of the night. Gosh. Look, I take this as words
Welcome
for the wind.
To a world of eternal shame.
The drummer wrote it. But LaJohn sang that shit with full fucking conviction. Shout out to LaJohn.
Yeah.
And look, Sarai, look. He can be nice to white people. Look, see.
Is that his girl?
There you go. I don't know.
No.
It's an Edomite. He's got an Edomite there with a Sevendust shirt, right? When I was in the hospital, there was this girl that came in and she had a black eye, and we were certain that she had like been abused or whatever, and that's why she tried to kill herself. Well, what happened was she went to a Sevendust concert, she got an eye jammy, and then she went home and tried to kill herself. That was her thing. Like, I'm gonna go see Sevendust and I'm gonna go kill myself.
Oh my god.
So she came to the hospital with her Sevendust shirt on with a black eye, and she told the story. It's like, holy shit. He is married to an Edomite. He is in fact married to an Edomite.
She got the black eye at the concert?
Yeah. She was moshing. She was going all out because she thought it was her last day on the planet.
Oh, jeez.
And then she went home and tried to kill herself. And she ended up in the hospital with us. And then she was really taken by LaJohn. She was like, she kept going on and on and on about, whatever. And I was just like, oh my God.
How many black people were there?
It's just gross. I was the only black jelly bean in the hospital.
You don't say.
Yeah.
What, you think she was trying to communicate anything through that?
I promise you, she was not. I promise you. LaJohn is a very, he's a well-constructed guy. I mean, look at him. He's like 6'3". He's got dreads down to his back. Trust me. I have there's no correlation between the way I look and the way that LaJohn looks. But you're so racist that you think you think that all black people look alike. So she was talking about how much how attracted she was to LaJohn, and you automatically thought that she was subliminally trying to talk about me when I look nothing like this nigga at all. At all. Not at all.
No, it's just, maybe she was interested in the brothers and you were the closest one there.
This man is immaculate. His dreads are beautiful. Look at this brother.
Beautiful. Actually, he does put a lot of work in.
He's beautiful. What do you mean? But Soraya, she also thinks like every girl on the planet's in love with me. You're the only girl on the planet that thinks of me the way that you think of me. Trust me. Yeah, we're practically twins. I bet you anything me and Sevendust look closer to each other than fucking me and LaJohn.
Don't you remember what Dustin looked like?
Huh?
You don't remember the picture we had of him that he got emailed to us? He doesn't look anything like him. He's very white.
What's going on here? Tristan is beefing with somebody again?
Oh no!
Shout out to Tristan.
I loved and
All
remain
right,
engaged.
this song.
in the
Hey,
street.
Tris, I posted some of your posts, man, especially
Yeah.
in the Rittenhouse conversation. What more do you want from me? I didn't do nothing to you. Okay, this song is This is a 10.
10.
It is a 10.
10.
Bro. It's a 10. Fuck that bitch, whoever she is. Now, just don't say it to my daughter,
Well,
because
no,
I
I
will
mean,
end your...
she got what she got. She did that to him. She tried to reintroduce
Like,
slavery.
okay, so he's black. He's trying to... he's trying to...
You know what I mean? Like, she, maybe not free labor,
Seven,
but
are you hearing this shit, my
he's
guy?
going to have significantly less money than he should. So,
You literally-
yeah,
I'm literally-
forget her. I don't care. He said what he said. He didn't say enough.
Found out he was black. Everything was okay. The oppression canceled it out. I'll see your woman for your black guy. And he's a dark skinned brother too, so you know.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, he was sweating and shit. Look, he's sweating and shit. This is slavery, nigga. Look at that. He's slave. He's got the chain and everything. Look. This is becoming really bad. The YouTube's about to suspend this channel, bro. Shout out to Sevendust. That was a 10.
Yeah.
This
10.
was the worst for the win stream. Shout out to Tristan. Shout out to Jabby. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to Tony. Tony, I know you're having a hard night, bro. I know this is a tough couple days for you. You can get through it. Villa's got your back 158,000%, bro. We love you. It's all good. All right, guys. The rest of you guys, smoke them if you got them, I guess. Do some push-ups. I'm out of here. Vin out.
Sorry out.